Background looks a little messy. Huge sleepover, big party tonight. Anyway, we have some MMA to talk about, and we definitely have some Keith Jardine to talk about. I believe it was Knockout UFC 76 where he beat Chuck Liddell, outpointed him. I gave Liddell the fight. The knockdowns with Jardine were fantastic. The leg kicks, the knockdowns. That's what won the fight. But I believe truly that Chuck outstruck him 29-28. Very, very close decision. Couldn't have gone either way. But here's what I want to talk about today is Jardine looking super, super crackhead, like meth head, like super, super drawn out at the weigh-ins against Luke Rockhold, and Rockhold pretty much manhandled him. He got I think it was a right hook, and then just followed it up with a bunch of punches, and the referee gave Keith every chance in the world to recover, and it just didn't happen. He just didn't have it in him to do it, and that's another loss for Keith Jardine, unfortunately. I think it's even quoted that he said he hasn't been at 185 since his freshman year in high school. So it's at his age, probably not a good idea to cut that much weight and then go into a title fight. But I think pretty much with Jardine, there is no getting your feet wet. He just dives right in. His career, after the UFC has not been that impressive, but regardless, I'm a huge fan of Jardine, and Chuck Liddell is my favorite fighter ever. So that might be a little bit biased, but anyway, let's move on. Strikeforce results. The results were, of course, Luke knocking out Keith Jardine. Robbie Lawler again knocks out another person. I can't pronounce his name. Adlan Amagov. Either way, he beat him up in under 2 minutes. King Mo beat someone in impression. The impression I have of that fight was King Mo is definitely improving. And striking, of course, Tyron Woodley defeat Jordan Mann. I saw this going. Like completely one-sided. I admire him, and a quote that he said was, "I won't leave Strikeforce, not even for the UFC, until I get that Strikeforce belt, and then maybe the UFC will pick him up." I'm sure that they're looking for talent just like Tyron Woodley. Again, sorry about the background noise. Okay, and another thing I want to talk about is John Jones. Why is there this sudden hatred for John Jones? The guy did nothing wrong. His fight against Shogun Rua, and I put this on my Twitter account at MissedU27. That's my Twitter account. I posted, why do so many people keep flip-flopping on John Jones? He's a phenomenal athlete. And even Joe Rogan said that, athleticism is one of the things that come natural. Eddie Bravo said, I'm not a natural athlete. My body's not meant to be an athlete. And yet he continues to evolve and create moves like crackhead control and stuff like that. His 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu Academy is world renowned, and he actually used to do scorecards back in the day for UFC. So he's and actually I've spoken to him on Twitter. He's a good guy. One more thing before I go. There's this guy. What's his name? Let's bring it up. Okay, his name is, and Bloodstained Lane did a video about this earlier. Ellie Sekback, okay, did about boxers. He said that Brock Lesnar quit that he quit against his fight against Alistair Overeem. If anyone took those shots to the body, or to the face, or to the legs, even to the foot of Alistair Overeem, they'd quit. Okay, I don't think Brock quit at all. I'm not even a Brock fan. I don't even like Brock Lesnar. I'm just saying that Brock Lesnar got beat by Alistair Overeem legitimately. It was a legit defeat. Like Brock, he lost to Alistair because Alistair was the better guy that night, the better fighter, the more talented fighter, and most definitely the more decorated striker. But anyway, one more thing. Going back to the Jon Jones thing. Oh, by the way, I will leave a link on my sidebar to this guy's video talking about how boxers never quit and MMA guys tap out and quit and all this bullshit. I will leave his link, just as Bloodstain did on his video, on my sidebar. So just click on it and you can like see the bullshit coming out of his mouth as it unfolds. Anyway, 5 reasons I believe Jon Jones will be champ in 2012, just as he was in 2011. One is so far he's beaten 3 former champs in 1 year. Number 4 is his reach. Even Joe Rogan talked about his wingspan. Even Sammy Schilt, a former UFC fighter, current K1 fighter, didn't even have that long of a wingspan as Jon Jones. So it's really something to behold. Like when Shogun tried to get close to him, he would just peck him with the jab, and Shogun would back away. It was almost like he had to wade in, and that's a dangerous thing to do with Jon Jones because he's his clinch is just incredible. So I mean, he's more than willing to clinch. So why not clinch? He's a Greco-Roman guy, so he doesn't mind being on the inside or on the outside. Either way, he's comfortable. Again, athleticism. He has natural athleticism that most people don't have. Like Eddie Bravo even said, he didn't have it. Even as a wrestler in high school, he just didn't have it. He tried football, it just didn't work out for him. Another reason is dominance. He's dominated everyone. The closest anyone has even come to hurting Jon Jones was Machida. And we all saw the end of that fight was a mean guillotine. And just as he lifted Rampage between I believe the second and third round, up over his head and dropped him, he basically did the same thing to Machida. After the choke was done, he felt him go limp, he just let him go. And it's not his job to catch an unconscious man falling. That's the referee's job. Number 1 is Rashad Evans. I want to see him fight Rashad Evans because I believe that is the guy to beat Jon Jones. I know that they're training at different camps now and they're doing things, and they're not the older brother, younger brother type of deal they used to be, but regardless, I still really want to see Rashad Evans win his fight and have Jon Jones' next title defense against Rashad Evans. Also, not even in my notes, I really am excited for the new season of The Ultimate Fighter, which is going to feature not Brazil so much. Sorry, like I said, I'm a biased guy, so no, not Brazil. I'm looking forward to Cruz and Faber being coaches and then squaring off at the end for the third and final time. Now it's a trilogy, like Faber said. Both of them are fantastic fighters. Their last fight, I think, was epic. I think it was the fight of 2011. Most people disagree. I think it's the fight of 2011. Just any comments are more than welcome. Any likes, dislikes are more than welcome. Thank you to everyone who's been so supportive to me and talked to me, and I always talk back, and yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I very much appreciate it.